This old bag of bones is in the chair at last.
I hate. Isn't there like a Nora Jones song where she's like, these old bag of bones?
I feel like there is.
Well, we're back. It's Sup After Hours once again.
Sup After Dark.
I'm loving this like schedule we're on.
I'm already
it's
exhausted by it. I'm a little bit exhausted.
You're a little baked.
I'm a little baked.
But that's okay.
You wanted an edible, you got it.
I narked you.
But
I like it though. It's immediate. I like the immediacy of it, and it's like there's urgency, and it feels like this is a really special event.
It is a special
needs
event.
To be treated with care.
But it's also stressful. I'm stressed tonight. Whereas like last week, I was like, this is the best TV I've ever seen. But tonight, I felt like stressed and will I get the answers I need?
No, yeah, it's very low vibrational.
I feel like I'm not going to get answers that I need and explanations that I need.
You don't trust that we're going to get it from these motherfuckers?
I think that like we're going to get what we've already been told kind of, but I don't think we're going to get a lot of insight into the truth of their relationship and like what they were going through.
Yeah. I will say they shared maybe too many. I felt like there was stuff. I almost wish they didn't even have a trailer.
I don't want to see the trailer.
Because
I don't want to see the minutes. Just show it to me raw.
Because there was it was the first episode. I think the trailer was heavily cut from that because it sounds like that was like the one that was like locked down. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I saw all this already.
I know.
Like I saw Lala and the fight and the worm with the mustache. Like I saw all of that.
People need to really stop with the trailers. Okay, can we all just agree at this point? Like, unless your trailer is going to serve and provide mystery, miss me with the trailer. We have evolved past trailers. Don't tease it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just come up with like a really chilling, like you said, like a chilling trailer with no context.
I want a silent trailer that's just facial reactions and that's it. Like 10 to 15 seconds of facial reactions and like a close-up shot of one tear.
I would have loved it if it was just Raquel, like the clip clopping over heels, walking out, sitting down, and him going, "Hi, Raquel," and her going, "Hi, Andy," and then that's it.
Yeah.
And then seeing
really
Ariana
tease me.
No, but that's not the reality we live in. Everything has to be spelled out. Everyone has to know everything before it happens.
It's COVID brain.
It's long COVID. It's long COVID.
It's long COVID. The real effects of long COVID are evident in the trailers that seem to not know how to serve any kind nor serve mystery.
I want like the Shining trailer. Where it's just the elevator door. Like that's all I need. And that
they should have done an elevator with like a cocktail spilling out of it.
Well, it is very Shining-esque in like the credits of
they're shining it up with those.
They're slinging liquid left and right.
They are. They have been shining this whole time.
We just weren't fully aware of it. But it's, I think on a whole, I think the last trailer to really pique my interest, and I've talked about before, first viewing disappointing, then I appreciated it, was Mother.
What was the Mother trailer?
It was just like her like walking around a house, and then like you hear like dialogue.
She's being weirded out.
You hear like an ultrasound like heartbeat.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch that.
And I was like, they're serving cunt.
I want to watch that right now. Can I do a live Mother trailer? Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence just being like.
That's been on my list to revisit too. I'm trying to have a witch night and a Mother night.
Suspiria?
Just the witch.
Oh, the
like
witch.
We talked the witch.
Yes.
Yeah, like on the bonus episode we talked about that. But I was like, I also have really been almost pushing play on Mother several times.
Do it.
I know.
We watched The Whale.
I sure did.
You sure did.
I sure did.
You're in a post-whale reality.
Mm-hmm. I wailed.
I cannot. I'm sorry. Every time I see the poster for The Whale, I'm going to watch it at some point. I just haven't.
Here's the thing that helped with The Whale is I ordered Goop Kitchen with my friend Ryan, who you know, and then we both took an edible and then watched The Whale, and it was the perfect combo.
Well, I can't take the edible.
I know,
but I can loll.
You have to get in a place of giggles.
I have to watch it with people that are on edibles.
Yeah, or people that are willing to laugh at it.
It's camp.
It really is. It should have stayed a play. But that's another tale for another time. Yeah, good for him.
Good for Brandon.
He needed a win. After that,
he sure did.
You're bold if you go whale after being disappeared. That's like that meme that was like disappear and reappear, rebranded.
Oh, yeah.
Is that real?
Stephen Phillips Horse tweeted that. I don't know if I mean, it probably was. There's lots of weird ads like that.
Should I disappear? Should I have someone rebrand me on Instagram?
Maybe.
Who
is she?
Oops. My big comeback. Was this it?
Oh, no.
No, that was not
the teaser. Click, 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 click. It's just like the little 30-second.
Every trailer, they should make a rule. They should just throw it onto the writer's strike. Be like, trailers can only be 30 seconds.
No AI.
No AI.
Regulate
and trailers
AI.
have to be 30 seconds or less.
You think they'll...
I'm getting served the mother.
You know what? I'll link to it. Oh, yeah, this is it.
Wow. God, that movie is insane.
It's so crazy.
It's the
Do you
craziest.
know Kate Mara's in that? Or no, Emily Hampshire from Schitt's Creek is in that movie.
Who's that?
She's like the girl who plays Dan Levy's best friend at the hotel.
Oh,
she looks like Kate Mara. I know. She's she's the girl that breaks the sink.
Oh my God. Every day. Do you know how often I think about a sink not being braced?
Yeah.
Every day.
And she's going like that. And then
my bathroom sink will rattle. And I literally go back to, the sink is not braced.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
I want to see her new movie. Her comedy.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, okay.
This is important.
It was a really important thing that we first watched the Mother teaser.
You know what?
This Vanderpump Rules is not unlike
Mother. People,
it's all connected.
It's hell as other people.
Mm-hmm.
People just coming into your home and not knowing who are you.
They've all done that.
Mother is very LA.
Incredibly LA.
Just people just showing up.
Mother is Sir.
I'm Carey.
I'm Lara.
And you're listening to Sexy Unique Mother.
We did it!
I was like, I'm going to do it. Is she going to do it too?
I was like, he's going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Sexy Unique Mother. Pumpheads. You knew.
Mother always knows.
This was Mother, this episode.
Lisa is starting.
Okay.
Lisa's starting and she had to get put in her damn place.
She got owned tonight.
And
I think she was truly shunked. She got owned like she's never been owned.
Excuse me.
She's never been in that position where one on the cast has more power than her. And
my, how the tables have turned.
They have. Ariana's A-list right now.
She's a celebrity.
She's
more famous than Brad Pitt.
She kind of is. She kind of is right now. Who is more famous?
She's the most famous person in America right now.
She's more famous than the Duchess.
Oh, yeah. She way surpassed the Duchess.
Is the Duchess watching
Meghan?
Meghan.
Oh, Meghan, old news.
But she carries that weight, and you could see it in this episode.
This is also at the nascent stages of the celebrity. This is before things really got rolling. And now
Lisa has she's what have I created?
What have I wrought?
You could see her being she's wielding her power a little too hard. Her crown is wearing heavy on her furrowed brow.
Don't let your crown break your neck.
Don't let the crown hit you on the way out. So we get a day earlier, which I have to
say it.
Didn't need that. It was all the information. I've heard all this information.
Oh, the one-on-one interviews.
I was miss me with this. Unless we're getting Raquel testifying.
I know. Also, I thought they were going to be long form programs. I thought they were going to be an hour with each.
a retrospective.
I literally thought, and I mean, I guess Peacock did stream this at the same time, and it was a longer episode that had no bleeps.
Commercials. Oh. Well, I'm just like, that was stupid. Because, not stupid, it's just like by now we've heard
We
so
know
much.
it. Old news.
It's kind of old news, and they just.
What did they even say? Sandoval's clearly lying.
He's lying through his fucking teeth. Ariana's just like mad, which like, okay, I get it. I heard her on call her daddy. Listen to a little of that.
I haven't listened yet. Was it good?
It's pretty good.
I love.
She's a good interviewer.
Yeah. She's a
like,
professional.
She's from Philly. She's from Philly.
She's a Philly girl.
She's from Newtown.
Wow.
It's like way up.
I didn't know she was an East Coaster.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of hear it in her voice.
Wow.
Takes one to know.
Wow.
But yeah, it was good. I mean, Ariana. Again, it's like I'm waiting for like the, which I think is coming because I was given information that things are coming.
Yeah,
so like,
I gave you that information.
Well, no, and I got it from another source too.
Okay. Oh yeah, true.
Sis.
Dull.
It's gonna get good, but I'm a little like I didn't need that. I wanted to go right into it.
Well, I think it's gonna get more depraved.
Well, it was already pretty depraved. The constant like yelling and the Greek chorus, like it was. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, I live for James and Lala, like ragging on everyone that speaks.
Yeah,
I think it's gold.
Flotsam and jetsam.
It's incredible. But I need to like hear Sandoval's full story, and I feel like we're never gonna get that out of this. I need him and Raquel to like explain everything, and then everyone to like be quiet.
Yeah,
and then
it's almost too much. It's like the pile-on it's very cathartic, I think, for everyone, but it's also like let the man talk so we can pile on him.
They should have had 2 days of reunions where they let one day be a pile on, and that could be like the fake reunion, and then they're like, they need to lie and be like, the cameras got destroyed, we have to do it again. And then once everyone's gotten the anger and the rage out of their system, then we can get like some sort of emotional something happening.
Well, they weren't, I mean, you can tell like they weren't, I'm guessing it was like
they hadn't spoken.
Well, no, and he hadn't seen any of them, and like the production was probably like, how's this gonna go? So like, I mean, this is like an abnormal reunion.
True. When Andy sat down with Raquel and her went on, and he goes, well, how do you think this is gonna go? And she goes, well, I'm preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best.
The best?
Hoping for the best. Also,
she's wearing a blazer. I'm like, are you going to court?
Basically. Hoping for the best.
Yeah.
I love, like, I'm
hoping that
I fucked this person for 7 months.
Yeah.
My best friend's life partner for 7 months while I was filming a reality TV show
with said best friend.
Him and the best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone found out about it. And now
the world hates me.
The world hates me, and I cannot open my phone without someone saying something hateful to me. But you know what? When confronted with the people that I actually did hurt, I'm hoping for the best.
It was a very beauty queen answer.
It was cute. I love her. I'm like, are you though?
She's unwell.
Be real. I need to tell them both to be real. They need to fucking be real for once in their lives.
I'm also dying at that they've sequestered Raquel in a trailer because of Sheena. And I feel
like this.
It's very like
it's the girl with the
and it's very like Babysitter's Club. Like she's on like watching, and it looks like they've green screened the so I think she's like not. She's
it's
probably
not real time watching.
No, and it's probably she's watching on like a monitor, like a daily or something. So she's like, but they made it look like she's watching like what we're watching, and she's like, but she's not really reacting.
It's like, what's going through either of their heads?
Well, Sandoval is just like so the first person out is Schwartz.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy like kind of like loves to like joke flirt with him a little. And so he's like, speaking of the Duchess, he's like, were you silenced? Or were you silent? Or were you silenced?
And then Schwartz gives like a Schwartzy answer.
Both, a little both.
But like when back in the one-on-one interviews, Tom Sandoval says he felt like he was Ariana's gay best friend. He was like, I just felt like I was her gay BFF. And I was like, bitch, you should be so lucky.
You should be so lucky, and she already has one.
Yeah.
So,
and he was like,
no.
Felt like they held back from sharing their relationship issues, which they did. Like, and I do think that was part of their agreement with each other, which he basically does say. And then Ariana, she's like, he'll say anything to like get out of this.
Yeah.
Which I also believe. But I do think that there were deeper things going on in their relationship to cause like a rift like this.
No, I mean, it's not like there's no excuse, but like, I think there's truth to like that they made like a pact and like a deal with each other. Like we keep like a united front, but that always breeds problems probably when you're a public figure.
Yeah. And like he allegedly, or not allegedly, Ariana says that he coached Raquel in the same way he coached her. So I do think he has like a pattern of
controlling
or just like finding someone and kind of getting them wrapped up in his own like deceit.
He's a
kink, and then
narcissist.
Getting them to like just align with him and go with what he says, and it can be alienating and like lonely for that person that's also being roped in. But I also do think that it's hard to, and I understand the strategy behind like not giving up the goods this early in the game, but I'm intrigued as to what the larger picture story is of it. And I think we'll get it eventually from Ariana, but when someone's so angry like this, like you can't see, you can't be like objective about the situation.
It's also so fresh.
I know.
It's like, it's only 2 weeks. At the time, it was 2 weeks after.
Yeah, that's too soon.
Like that's still like nightly shot of ground zero after 9/11. You know what I mean? Where it's like, we're all like, well, there it is. It's still there.
It is very early stages of 9/11.
So it's like she's fuming. But I also
I like angry Ariana though.
Oh, I do too. She's so quick and just awesome. But I thought when she said that he coached me, like he's probably coaching Raquel. Yeah, that gave me like the ick a little, because I was like, it's like coercive and like.
And this is like round 2. Like it's just.
He's like he's like into like controlling like a ride or die chick.
It's weird when someone's pattern is so exposed.
Yeah.
Like over and over. And it's a big L when like 10 years apart you do the exact same shit but worse. That's like a really bad sign.
He's regressed
of your own growth and like who you are as a person. The goal is to like do the pattern kind of the same, but it gets less and less bad each time. Not wait 10 years and do that times 1,000.
Yeah. No, he freaks me out. I think he's actually like really creepy.
I think he has demons.
Yeah.
But I don't even think, what are his demons?
I don't think he's even aware of all of them.
Or they haunt his every move.
I think
does he even have an inner monologue? I feel like he doesn't.
I think his thing is he's stupid. And he's extremely narcissistic, which is like the worst combo. Like he's like kind of, but not even. He's not. I was gonna say he's street smart, but he's not street smart.
No, he's not street smart.
He's just like this. Like he really thinks he's like just a great guy,
or just like that. Not even that he's a great guy, but that he just knows what's going on,
and he doesn't. And he's. So he creates like this world of like illusion. He's a lord of illusion.
He is a lord of illusion.
And he's roped.
He's a magician.
And now he's roped Raquel into it, where he's like, he always needs like my chick and me. It's just us against the world. And it's like he needs like that kind of.
He needs
born
Thelma and
killer.
Louise.
Yeah, he needs like it's like natural born killer. It's like you and me, babe. Like you're a fucking dork.
He's a lesbian for that.
Yes. So Schwartz is out, and then Lala comes out, and she sits down, and he's like standing over her, and I think he was like,
get away from her.
Well, I think Schwartz, because this is the first year he's not sitting with Katie, so I think he's kind of like by habit is like,
what do I do?
What do I do? And it felt like Lala didn't even acknowledge him, and it made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was uncomfortable in that moment as well.
Because it was like, he's like, hey, you still like me, you know, like I'm here. And then Katie came out and she was like, trade me. She said, sit over there.
Yeah, she did do a trade me, silent trade me with him with those seats.
He was like, Baba, you look good. Didn't he say like, you look nice?
I don't know.
And then he sits down, and then
Tom Sandoval comes out, and Ariana's out and obviously looking like $1 million.
She looks fab.
Tom comes out and she leans over to Lala and she goes, well, he looks like shit. So I was like, that was hell great. Yeah.
Ariana's abs are like, it's like Linda Hamilton, Terminator.
Go off.
Sandoval does look like shit.
He doesn't look great.
No, he looks
worried and confused, which is probably his like baseline state.
Yeah, he seems like he's a really like scared man.
I mean, he clearly can't be alone.
No,
he can't ever, like, his need for like constant stimulation.
He's an addict.
Yeah,
I really think he's like,
or just like he can't sit with himself, so he's seeking it out in all these other ways.
I really like, I'm not trying to like, I don't ever want to call anyone an alcoholic, but
like that
but
man.
With him,
they kind of all are.
High key. He has issues, but there's a lot of issues.
This show is nothing if not a show about the perils of addiction.
It's like an AA qualification.
It really is.
But he's looking worse for wear. I mean, clearly, like, he's been pulverized by the hate of millions, and he's also probably like been just boozing it up.
Yeah. Raquel is, and it's announced she's watching the trailer because she's not legally allowed to be in the same room as Sheena.
Sheena was practically mute this whole reunion.
Sheena went on the beat hardcore one time, and we'll get to it.
She looked amazing.
She looks incredible. Sheena's still in a place of trauma from all of this. Sheena's been rendered speechless.
James was just ready to go. James, first of all, looks really hot.
Always.
He's ready to fucking go with Tom.
I love Andy going, does this make you the number one guy in the group? And he goes, well, a clown and what did he say? Like a clown and an idiot.
I can't really, out of Schwartz and a clown, I can't really compare myself.
That's true.
And Sandoval, the whole episode's going like this.
Why is he like that?
I don't know. It's really hot.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Damn. I need water. It's hot in here.
Fill me up too. Gross. Fill me up. That's why you need to go to the I know. I really do. Did you just put tap water in there?
Yeah, your water's out.
Oh, damn. Fuck. It's always something.
Is that tap water? So yeah,
Andy's like, Schwartz, this is the first year you've ever not sat next to Katie. And Schwartz goes, oh, really? And just James goes, didn't cross his mind.
He goes,
didn't even cross his mind.
Well, yeah, he goes, wow, yeah, that's nuts. And then James turns a lot and he goes, didn't even think about it. I love that. It's so true.
His reads are spot on.
Schwartz didn't know.
No, he does not care.
He doesn't care about Katie.
He does not care about this woman.
No,
he never has.
Never did. And like,
he never did. He never loved her.
He's on this show to do two things: to act as innocent as he can with the Sandoval situation and belittle Katie.
Mm-hmm. And undermine her every
and undermine
move.
her and mock her and imitate her voice.
Because he hates her.
Because he hates her, but she trades me.
She starts to trade me. She puts one foot in the trade me.
She's winding up.
She dips a toe. She is flirting with what it could feel like to trade me. Andy asks Sandoval, like, what the fuck? And then Sandoval is like,
Andy was amazing in this.
He really was.
He's like trying not to laugh.
He's the perfect person to do this because
so
he
good.
is like, it's the greatest balance of like not caring and also being like, these people are insane, but being like, I need to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, he's like, Andy's just he's like in with these people specifically, with more than the housewives, when he does, it's like he's us.
No one loves drama on Vanderpump Rules more than Andy Cohen.
He loves it.
Sandoval starts talking and he's like, first I just want to apologize. Or no, he didn't even say that. He was like, I just want to say thanks. And James goes, oh, shut the fuck up. This isn't the bloody Oscars.
Well, no, he does say, he goes, I think he does say, I just wanted to say to everyone here. And then he starts, and then everyone goes, oh, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Ariana goes, they all just go, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Don't even try to do. And he goes, whoa, okay. And then he stops. No tears.
Mm-hmm.
So he's completely crocodiling his tears.
And then he does like a thank you, which I was like, bitch, this is 1.0 behavior. Like instead of saying I'm sorry, saying like thank you, I was like, no, this is a time to say you're sorry. And then he's like, I'm sorry that my actions hurt you.
He goes, and I love you.
She goes,
Ariana.
But you did it.
She goes, but you did it.
Yeah. This isn't like, how does he not get that you can't say sorry, my actions hurt you? You have to be like, I did this thing and this is why, and this is everything that happened, and this is what I was thinking.
Because this is someone that's been, for this public image that he's created, like he's never been the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not used to being the villain. He can't, like, he is both bad at it and so good at it. He's so good at it, but in this instance, like, he doesn't know how to like face the fire. Like, he's always on the reunions been like kind of the one like sniping at people or being like, man, that was fucked up. And now he's like, I literally don't know how to do this. Because this is a facade he's built of being a nice guy.
It's so crazy and weird. Lala says Sandoval's exactly like Randall. She goes, couldn't get him to stay home. And then couldn't get him to leave the house.
Well, she's like, I think it's unhealthy that they're still living together, which...
He should leave.
He should leave. Go rent a shitty little apartment.
Go live in Schwartz and Sandy's. Can't you just live there for weeks?
Or go live with Schwartz.
Yeah.
Share a bed with him.
You love Schwartz so much.
Fart in his mattress.
Go live at Raquel's house while she's in the insane asylum.
Go live in her... Did she sell that?
Sell it?
Or sell it? Did she vacate her lease?
I don't know. I'm like, yes, I have no idea.
He should just
go crash at Rocks. Why is he staying there? It's actually insane.
Because I think he secretly is like, if I just stay here long, she'll leave and I get the house.
I thought that's what was at. They fooled me with that SoFi commercial.
I know.
I literally bought that hook, line, and sinker.
What was that?
I was like, SoFi Stadium. Is SoFi a bank? I had no idea, but I was glad to see Ariana get some coin.
Ariana's in it some ads. She
is
razor
just
ads.
Cleaning up.
How much do you think she's getting?
Cashing in.
Damn.
Cashing in. 6 figures at least for every single thing.
Well, she'll be getting a new house in no time.
I'll bet she's made $1 million so far.
Probably.
Cumulatively.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bet $1 million, and then I'll bet she could bank like player cards, right? 5 mil.
Put that all in a house.
Maybe not all.
Well, but like put a down payment for a house or something.
Mm-hmm. Lisa goes, you can't say that.
Well, so Lala goes, I think anyone, what he's doing, he's just like Randall. He is a dangerous person. And Lisa goes, no, no, no.
You can't say that.
You can't say he's a dangerous man. Lots of people have done what he does. And she goes, it's fucked up to be sleeping in a bed with someone who's like him because you don't know what they could do.
Not no, but I don't think he's like capable of like murder. Though after watching that fucking Colorado dude, did you ever watch that Netflix documentary about that guy? Chris, what's his face?
I can't even, the Watts guy.
Yeah.
I can't even think about that.
That was truly.
But he was also like.
No, this is, I believe, a man who, it's not so dissimilar. It's a man that could not break up with his wife, like couldn't do it. This is like the exact person. Hetero hell. A man who's like, God, I really don't want to be with this person. Like everything they do irks me and I actually hate them. We never have sex. And like, God, I wish I could there was something I could do to like not be in this relationship anymore. Plus like I'm cheating with someone. God, it's like, I wish there was just some way I could do something. And then instead of putting together like, oh, you can break up with someone, you can end the relationship and you can move out and then go live the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You have the rest of your life to live and all you have to do is say, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. But instead, he murdered her and then murdered the kids. And I really do think it really started. I think it's a man that just, and I'm not laughing at this, but I think he just couldn't break up.
No, it's literally, it's like
this is what they do.
Straight men.
This is straight men. They're like, if only there was some way where you could talk to someone and end a relationship.
It's only there's some way to like get a second opinion on something or like talk to someone outside of yourself, like a therapist. No, it's truly the lengths a man will go to not,
I think
to avoid conflict.
It's the same thing. And so I guess this is obviously not murder, but
spiritually,
yeah, it's still kind of psychotic. But then again, I don't think he's like a dangerous person.
Well,
but then again, I also kind of do.
I think he kind of is because like that level of deceit denotes someone that is like just a duplicitous person. Like that's
true. And also
deceiving like that kind of lack of honesty and just like lack of accountability denotes something like is deeply not right, and it's creepy. That's a creepy. It's very, to quote Kelly Benson, it's creepy. But it is like that. It's like that feeling of like, who is this person I've been sharing a bed with for a decade? That's probably how she's feeling. That's scary. That's creepy. Yeah. If you're having an affair, if you're just like, Lisa's like, lots of people have done this. I'm like, okay, Lisa.
She's like, he's not the first person to have a shag.
She goes, didn't you ever hear a thing called swinging London? I lived through the 70s in London, you know, and it's like,
we get it, Lisa.
But
you've
like,
had foursomes. You participated in group sex. You've partner swapped. We get it.
I was in a 17-person orgy in Monte Carlo in 1984.
But I have to say, too, it's very sus that Lisa sticks up and rides for him so hard. I mean, he, has been with her since the Villa Blanca days.
She's looking at her.
She's looking at the bottom line. But the fact that she also rode really hard for Schwartz is bizarre. In that, like, she gave Schwartz also a business opportunity with Tom, and like those were the people that she like heavily invested in off the bat.
It's giving a little like men's rights activist. A little. It's giving like,
you can't start off like that. We've got 10 hours here.
I was like, okay, producer.
Okay, shut up.
Shut
Lisa.
the fuck up. Sit in your seat. Well, also when she came out and she was in the shadows for a second, I was like,
cling-glanged. Her like jeweled jacket was like jangling. She did look like particularly sinister. It was like a Jigsaw meets The Crow and like a tracking shot with like
meets like alien
lighting.
queen.
It was,
she looked like a
her
xenomorph.
Entrance, it really was xenomorph,
like in the shadows. But I was like, Lisa, shut up. Just let them do this.
Yeah.
Don't try to control us. I think she's trying to keep. What happened to What happened to reaching across the aisle? It's very like,
what happened to free love?
who doesn't like a good shag here or there? But
She was why don't we have a sit-in for peace? Lay in bed, just waiting till there's peace in the land. Yeah, Lisa's.
she's being a little. It's something's up.
We said she's on Percocet.
Yeah, she came out. Well, they were all even before like she got into it with Lala. Like everyone seemed a little chilly with Lisa.
Yeah, people are not having Lisa's fucking
She's-
bullshit.
I'm sorry.
They're like,
I love this woman. I do. I love Lisa.
I love her too.
But she's kind of given like. Sorry, she's kind of giving like grandma. Like
well, you said this since the first episode.
what?
They are being disrespectful to grandma. They're really putting grandma on her place.
But she's kind of like at this
You
point.
can't say that. They're like,
They're
shut
like-
the fuck up, Lisa.
They're like, "Shut up, grandma! Shut up, bitch! Fucking hate you, grandma!" And it's like she is giving like kind of like, oh, like,
It's
can't-
amazing.
can't keep control of these crazy kids. But
James starts calling Sandoval pussy bitch, and they
have a scuffle.
have a little scuffle. They have to get broken up.
Yeah, but James he's mad
He's really mad.
because he's disappointed.
Oh, because he's like, I was your friend. I was baby bro. And Sandoval goes, I never said that. You said that. I was like, wait, how are you having this fight? Why are you fighting over you calling him baby bro? You definitely said I'm sure.
He was
I'm
probably like,
positive
"You're
in
like my little
bones.
brother."
Yeah, you're
But
like a brother to me.
That was mean.
That was mean.
Sandoval being like, he's such a fucking liar.
He's a liar.
He's a liar.
Why
This
lie
is why
about
he
that?
is dangerous. That shit is scary. He's like, James is like, all James wants is to be accepted by the bros. He wants the boys to love him. And
All he
wants,
ever wanted was an older brother to protect him.
because he's the big brother and he has to protect his younger brothers.
I know, and all the weight's on his shoulders, but really he just wanted
He wanted
an
Tom
elder.
Sandoval.
He
And Tom
needed
Sandoval,
a father, a mother, an elder.
he rejected him in that moment. He
And
goes, I
Sandoval-
never called you that, man. It's like, you're a fucker.
Yeah, fuck
Don't
you.
embarrass him like that.
Don't hurt sweet James. Then James starts flipping his jacket. Mate,
Mate.
I'll fuck you up.
Andy's like, gets in his face and is like, you have to calm down. And he's like, all right, Andy. And he's like, I'll get a spanking, right? Spank bottom.
I like it when he talks like that.
And he goes, right, Lisa, you'll give me a spank bottom. And
You'll
Lisa
sit me
goes,
into- I can't believe he spoke to Lisa like that.
And she
He was
goes-
getting sexual.
she goes, he probably liked that.
Yeah, he did.
I'm also
No,
like,
Lala goes, he likes that. I was like, I literally do not talk about like spanked bottoms. Sitting James, little schoolboy James in the
He goes,
corner.
he goes, I'm going to time out.
I want to reenact like timeout porn with James.
You should.
If he breaks up with
If
Allie,
he breaks up with that, no. You don't want to be not on this.
what if I
Don't
come
even-
on the show guns blazing, ready to just fuck the shit out of James. Ready to engage in some kinky games.
Allie's like,
Allie's like,
"Ring
okay, freaks. She's like, you guys are disgusting.
it." So
I'm
they
ready to have kinky games with the Brit.
kinky games.
Oh. Andy asked Sandoval like some other thing. And he's like mumbling through saying whatever. And then
Mhm.
Katie is like, it's not that hard. Like, keep up. I was like,
That was
this is
great.
power.
But then Schwartz, he sees that Katie's having some moments of like she's in charge of herself and like her surroundings, and he tries to destabilize her.
Yeah. Andy asks him, like, when did you become aware of all this? Like, what was the timeline here? And then they both are like, Schwartz is like, August. And then Sandoval's like, August. And Lala clowns on them for not having their timelines right. But then I can tell that Schwartz is still lying for Sandoval. The fact that they always center it, and you pointed this out when we were watching it, the fact that they center it around like after boys' night at the Mondrian, it's like too planned out that
Yeah.
they're calling out a specific instance to then like lay the scene for a timeline instead of just being like, it was on June 12th.
That's like a telltale of a lie. Is like
there's too much detail,
specificity
leading up to that.
Yeah.
When you have
just
like
say
a
when did you
preamble,
fuck?
yeah,
Just when
July
did you
12th, like
July,
that's,
yeah, or like the night after boys, like the I'd see you next Tuesday. It was like July, whatever. You know, we fucked in the car. That's all we need to hear. We don't need to hear, well, boys. And he said that Sandoval told him that Raquel and him had like an intimate moment at boys' night.
Yeah, and they're like
confiding in her about how much he fucking
hates
Ariana. And like, so that in itself is cheating.
It's an emotional affair.
Sorry.
And then they hooked up once and then they took a break, he said. I was like, if you're taking a break, that means you're in a full-blown relationship. You don't take a break.
They never took a break. They were fucking the whole, I'm sorry, they were fucking the, I don't believe that they ever took a break.
Also, the thing is, they were definitely like getting wet and horny for each other, even looking across the table at each other. Even if they were on a break, they were still like horned up, making eye contact. I'm sure.
He said he was having feelings for her at the beginning of last year. The beginning of 2022. He said that in his one-on-one. He was like, yeah, I started to see like what a cool girl she was. But
Oof.
so yeah, so and then Andy's like, okay, but I was at BravoCon with you. I was in the crowd while your band played. To my left is Ariana and to my right is Raquel. You're looking down at your girlfriend and your mistress. And he goes, are you getting off on that? Which I was like, that's a good question.
That is a really good question.
He goes, God, man, no. He's like, yeah, man. It's like, yes, you were. And by the way, and he goes, we weren't together at the time, man. I'm like, even if that were true, which I don't believe it is, you still fucked.
You know what would be so much better? It's like Sandoval keeps thinking that someone's going to be like, oh, it's okay, poor baby. Like, we know you're sorry, or like have sympathy. He should just lean in and tell the radical truth and then be iconically villainous for that. But that's far more respectable down the line. You have a way bigger chance of like
redemption,
bouncing back and redemption. And I do think that you actually win respect from those around you by being like, if he was like, yeah, I was in love with her, we fucked, like blah 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 blah, and just lay it the fuck out, like that takes balls, and that's a cool thing to do. No,
but he's literally just, this is why he's having such a hard
bitch.
He's a pussy ass bitch. This is why he's having such a hard time, is because he's so dishonest,
and he wants so badly to be like
he wants to be the cool guy, the nice guy.
It bites you in the ass to care that much. Like,
he cares a lot. He cares more
he's
about that than he ever did about
opposite
Ariana.
day mode, where everything he says, the opposite of which is true. And
it's true.
You know it watching him.
It's people who want so badly to be like nice and or just like the cool fun, like they're the worst people who focus on that so much instead of just naturally being like that. And he clearly cared about that more than he cared about Ariana.
Yeah. Sheena goes, oh, is this whole thing before glamping? The one thing she says. She has to get glamping.
Well, I wanted to know.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, we were on a break then. I was like, no.
So, yes. So the answer is yes.
Yes. You were already having an affair. The moment you confided in her about your unhappiness with your relationship.
There's literally no point in lying at this stage in the game. The jig is fucking up.
No, he can't. He can't. He's a rat.
He's addicted to lying.
He's a rat backed into a corner. What's he gonna do?
Lisa goes, it's macabre. It's perverse. About Tom Sandoval encouraging Schwartz and Raquel to like make out and hook up.
She goes, oh, I think it's so weird to have your best friend kiss a girl. And Sandoval goes, I don't think it's that weird.
Yeah, because you get off. He's Keith Raniere.
I think she was trying to allude. She's always trying to allude to some homosexual innuendo.
Yeah, James, what is the point of that?
What?
It's macabre. It's perverse.
It's macabre. It's perverse. I think it's so weird and tacky.
I mean, to encourage any woman to take a shot on Schwartz is macabre and perverse.
That alone.
Yeah,
if
just any woman in that situation. I would say even the worst woman in the world.
Even if he wasn't having an affair with her and trying to divert attention, which he was, even if he just, out of the goodness of his heart, was like, why don't you guys try to play matchmaker? I'd be like, you're macabre, you're perverse.
Yeah. If someone says, oh my God, you know what? I have this friend. He just went through a divorce. He's on this show, Vanderpump Rules. Like, he's cool. You should go out with him.
You'd say
that's macabre. That's perverse. Any guy like that comes up to you with a Schwartz like energy,
yeah,
or like if you find yourself in a situation with a man like that, and like they're trying to make their move on you, or like you even feel like a tingle, you need to go back to it's macabre, it's perverse, and run away.
I feel like not much happened in this episode.
There's a lot of yelling.
Because there's a lot of yelling. They couldn't really get to the point. I mean, there was some Schwartz and Katie stuff. Schwartz was such a fucker. He goes, well, and he was like, how was that for you? Like when Katie asked you for a divorce, he goes, well, when you're going through the worst time in your life and your dad is sick and your brother gets cancer and you're just going through, and then to be told that you
lose all your money.
He goes, so that was kind of hard. But then this, and I was like, oh, so you're painting her as a villain,
but also being like low key trying to back up Tom Sandoval, but because he's like, you're going through the worst time in your life. It's like, but I don't expect her to like stay with me out of pity. But it's basically like echoing Tom's argument for not breaking up with Ariana.
Damn,
it's a sick.
They're so
sick
in sync.
Game.
They're like,
what if we find out that they're fucking? That actually would be incredible.
That might be. I mean,
Never
they've maybe fucked once.
They have definitely like pulled dicks out.
Yeah.
And like jerked off furiously in front of
Mashed
each other.
Them together.
I don't even know if they mashed them together, but I feel like
something's happened.
But I don't think that either of that. I mean, good luck.
I don't think they're
trying
gay.
to fuck Tom Schwartz. Good luck.
I know. Good luck.
That floppy fish tilapia, you can't get that man to
tilapia. Trying to get tilapia erect is like
is a losing battle.
Luck. I don't think either of them are gay. I just think they have like a weird like.
They have a sick sex contract with each other.
They do, and I think they're like. I think they, in like the least gay way you can say it, I think they're each other's true soulmates, and I think it's like proxies around them.
Yeah, Schwartz said that he wouldn't have cared if Katie fell in love with someone in their friend group, which is you don't love this person.
I was like, that's the most honest thing he said.
I know, and that's also just like
it's so sad.
It's so sad and so telling.
He's like, if I saw you hooking up with like Peter, for instance, I was like, Peter?
Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, no one would give a shit if anyone hooked up with Peter. What?
What else happened?
Oh, he is asked about the kiss, and they like litigate that for a bit. And then he apologizes. He goes, I'm really sorry that I hurt you with the kiss. And then he goes, but the kiss was liberate. I'm like, shut the fuck up. If I was Katie, I would sink my hands into his skull.
Yeah.
Treat me. I would put my thumbs into his eyes and pick him up from his eye sockets and then
pop him,
break his neck, rip his head off.
He goes, the kiss was liberating, and then he cuts to Raquel and she goes like this.
I'm also like, look at you, like she's really like counting her W's in that trailer off site.
But no, when she smiled, I was like, you are absolutely out of your.
You're demented.
You are a demented person.
This was early days of the insane asylum. Her feeling like smug in a trailer. If you find yourself in a pickle a la Sandoval, and somehow in your life you've ended up in a trailer away from everyone, and you're like watching something and feeling like, yeah,
you need to go straight to the asylum.
Literally about to be sent to the insane asylum. Your family is
waiting in the
wings. Concerned.
They're so worried about you. She's literally going like this on the bed. She goes, when he says that, she literally goes like this.
Girl,
Please stop.
You're in a
Raquel.
lone trailer.
You're alone in
on the Avenue 6 studios or whatever. And
you're in North Hollywood right now.
you're NoHo in
You're
the trailer while everyone else films the show that you're on that you like.
You've had to get a restraining order against your best friend because she threw your head into a brick wall in Manhattan because you fucked
Your other best
friend's
partner.
man. Like, and she's sitting there going, yeah, really?
Babe,
I liberated him.
It's end days for you.
I know.
You're having a psychotic break right now.
I think she is.
She might be. Love and light to her. Honestly, come back stronger from this. Come back stronger and a little different.
And then we get reminded that Sandoval paid like 20 grand for Rachella.
That's also weird.
Very weird. That is weird behavior.
That
like
makes me think that he liked her then.
he did.
I don't think he's being honest about.
No, I think
that.
he liked her.
I don't think he's being honest about his timeline for liking her. I think he liked her then.
Yeah, or it's just like that compulsive need to be like, I got it.
Yeah, I'd be like, why are you?
Like he wanted to. It was like he was flexing in front of her. He wanted her to see him. I can throw bills.
I know.
While she's
and seem like a big rich guy,
big rich older guy, not this little man. And it's like James Kennedy's more of a man than you'll ever be. True.
I'm obsessed with James.
And everyone and Andy's like, okay, all of you except Katie and LVP have like been homewreckers or like cheated on your partner.
Mm-hmm.
So like, she had been involved in an affair. Like, so what? How can you like? And then they all are just like, it's not the same.
And he's like, okay.
And he's like, all right, it's not.
They apparently, crackhead Joe gets brought up. My twin. And I guess she went on a double date to go skiing with the Toms.
And James goes, Raquel can't ski.
She doesn't even like snowboarding.
And then Lala says she was there to suck Sandoval's dick.
I love Ariana
like,
going,
damn.
What was it, a fuck fest? It's really amazing.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would be like...
Yeah, it was a knob slob. That was where they were like snow blowing each other.
And you just see Raquel going
I could see like Raquel sucking Sandoval's dick and blowing his jizz into Schwartz. Couldn't you see like her and Joe?
Oh, I thought you meant like in the snow.
Wait, like in the snow?
I think you meant like a slope.
Like they were playing in the snow?
No, like a blowjob on the ski slope.
No, I think in the lawn, in their cabin, in their sick sex cabin. So, was that a bridge too far?
No, I didn't know. Is that what snowballing
Snow
is?
blowing.
Oh, snow.
Remember snow blowing? Remember from Stepmom? Oh my God. Jenna Malone was like, said someone was snow blowing. And they have to explain it to Sarandon. It's when you suck someone's dick and then they come in your mouth and then you spit it back into their mouth.
Oh my God. She was making Sandoval eat his own cum.
Oh, they were for sure.
She was like, I'm wearing a vial of your cum.
I mean, that's honestly the fun. That's the peak. That's the high point.
It's all downhill from there.
I know.
It's wearing a vial of your clandestine lover's cum to being in a trailer watching.
It's a slippery slope. You either meet the person that you want to snowblow with and you like snowblow into eternity and skip off into the snowblowing sunset, or you end up in a trailer.
In a trailer watching daily
people talk about you
on a monitor.
Yeah, and smiling to yourself. Lala and James should have a podcast.
They're so funny together.
They're so funny.
They're little snipes.
Their podcast should be called Give Them Lala and James, and they should just talk shit about every single thing. I would listen to them nonstop. They would be
good.
A force to be reckoned with.
They're
and you know, when two pros are saying it, it's gotta be true.
With two pros who...
Two seasoned vets.
Flotsam and jetsam ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But
takes one to know one.
They're so funny.
They're
great.
Little
snips and snipes.
Yeah.
Ariana has all the power.
Yeah.
All the power.
Andy goes, so what? How long after your opening party did you open Tom Tom? And they're like, well, the party was in July and then we opened in November. And he's like, so what was it? Like, it seems like the food was really holding you up. And I was like, I'll say it still is. It still fucking is.
It might be open, but Lisa gets all touchy about like
restaurant
partnering, and she's like, Ariana's kind of like, if you continue to be partnered with Tom, like I can't come around.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa's like, well, wait a minute. That's
on
not
now.
fair. What are you gonna say? It's like, just because I'm partnered with him, he owns 5% of Tom Tom.
I mean, I don't think that someone's like,
yeah,
I don't think that's reasonable to expect that he would get fired or like kicked out of investing for like sleeping consensually with someone.
Yeah.
Like if he stole something,
or
like committed a crime,
someone.
like this is not a crime.
He didn't like Me Too Raquel.
We need to stop acting like sex that's consensual is a crime.
But he is I mean, just because you're a bad person, which I feel like he is. He's deceitful.
Well, I think also it's one of those things that maybe more will be revealed over time, or like
she will be revealed in time. But she says, I'm not going to give you business advice, Lisa. And then I'm not in the place to, and then you see Sandoval and he goes, I'm like, you were like, have such resentment towards this woman.
Well, yeah, hates that she's getting so much positive attention.
He's so jealous of her.
Because I do think that he has a lot of anger and resentment towards her, because I think when you want to break up with someone and you continue to not break up with them and stay in the relationship, you build, all the love starts depleting and the resentment rises, and then everything's replaced with like, I fucking hate this person.
And I think he wants what she has right now.
Yeah.
I think he wants to be the number one guy in America.
It's going to be a long
Ariana's the
time.
number one guy.
She really is.
You know?
I love Schwartz going, we're getting really good feedback on the food at Schwartz and Sandy's.
By who?
I was like, from who? A dog?
Joe. He says to Katie, he goes, yeah, you know, I'm going to have to send a cease and desist on you with those comments. And then you see her saying, Joe is spooky.
Spooky. Her energy is that of a crackhead. I rest my case, Your Honor.
And she goes, Tom, no one likes Joe. No one likes, and he goes, that's not true. That's not nice. She goes, Tom, and everyone goes, it's true. No one likes Joe.
Damn.
I was like, fuck, Joe.
It feels like it's a good day to not be Joe.
I know, Joe's.
Man, I would hate that. Damn is right. You don't even get to defend yourself.
No one likes Joe. And then Schwartz.
Fuck.
And then he imitates her. He mocks her voice. And then
she is kind of an online troll. She needs to stop with the comments. It's too much. You're too old for this.
But when he imitates her, James goes, what's wrong, man? Like, what are you going to imitate a girl? Don't do that. And then he goes, she's a woman, mate. You're a man. And then he goes, do your thing. And then Sandoval goes, or Schwartz goes, that's sexist.
God, my heart's beating for James and James only.
And then Sandoval goes, yeah, it really is sexist. What?
Shut the fuck up.
I just kept going.
You guys are so dumb.
The whole time we were watching it, I kept going, oh, shut the fuck up.
You were screaming.
I was mad.
You were really mad.
The lies.
Ariana and Katie made $200K on their merch. Go off, queens.
Go off.
They say something about her is going to be done by May, but guess what? May 25th. And I walked by it today.
There's
TikTok,
still time.
I said. They're building out, they're putting like lattice, there's stuff on the inside that's happening. And I was like, ooh.
I have to say, when they said how much they made, they cut to Sandoval, and he was like, because I'm like, you wish Schwartz and Sandy's made that much.
Oh, they're in the hole.
Yeah.
Did Tom Schwartz lost all his money, he says?
Good.
If so, that's on you.
The thing I'm most disturbed at is that, and Ariana said it last week, is that Sandoval's family hasn't reached out to her.
Yeah, that's weird. Were they not close? Like,
I mean, even if, like, I think it's the human thing to do, is to be like, we wish you well. We have love for you. Like, we're so sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah.
But Emily Post doesn't seem to hang heavy in the old Sandoval abode.
No. Lisa gets accused of sticking up for Tom too much. Which, no.
She's doing something. She's, Lisa, she's always got to be a little contrarian. She's got a little ODD herself.
Mm-hmm. You can't tell Lisa what to do.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I have my hot theory that I developed watching.
We ended was this theory.
Yeah. So everyone's all abuzz about like what's going to happen next week or in the next 2 weeks. Like, what's the big bomb that's going to like stop the reunion cold and like make cast members reconsider if they're going to come back to the show or whatever. I think that Ariana is going to quit the show.
When you said that, I was like, that actually makes a lot of sense.
I could see that being the one thing. Like, if she quits the show, like, no one else is going to want to film with, like, Sandoval.
I mean, Lala might just, like, get in his face.
Yeah, but I don't think, like... But then you were saying that someone was saying that that Ariana and Katie are getting a spinoff.
I heard there's...
But then I heard that there's rumors that are... Ness, cut that and I'll start here. But then I also have heard that there's like rumors circulating that
of like a sandwich
something
spin-off
about her is going to get a spinoff.
Which I'm also like,
I don't really care about that. Sorry, doll.
I feel like
I care about all these people being forced together to trade me.
I know. I want trade me forever, but I'm also like
I want Knights of the fucking Round Table.
It would be kind of punk rock if Ariana got like the highest ratings for the show ever and then was like, bye.
Yeah. Not for a sandwich show.
But like to go on to like star in her own
pastures.
sitcom.
Yeah.
Let's see those. I want to see her light up the silver screen. I could see it happening.
Cast her in a show. Like, some people start casting her in movies.
I could see your theory coming true.
I mean, it would be a power move. It'd be a real... Because, like, I was thinking about it. It's like, okay, if she doesn't want to film with Lisa because she's like sicked out by like that alliance that she has with Sandoval and Schwartz. And I was thinking back to like, remember Sandoval, or someone was telling me that Sandoval had said like, if he had asked Ariana what would she do if they broke up, and she said like she would quit the show and move. I was like, well, they're broken up now, and it seems like...
Maybe she's moving to New York.
I could just see her being like, I'm done. Which would be...
Ariana in the
honestly,
city.
Okay, I'd watch that show.
I'd watch
but
that.
She has a sandwich shop to...
Well, she can run a sandwich shop from afar.
Can she? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Well, if that chef is involved, I guess she can...
What's her name? Like Sally?
Chef Debbie.
Chef Debbie.
Or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's
kind of want
that
to happen for her.
I know. I feel like it's happening.
Just go out on top and like just continue to be a celeb.
But can she be a celeb if she quits the show? That's the real test of time.
We'll see.
We shall see.
Guys, get ready for Pot Dua
next week.
And we hope everyone has a safe and beautiful Memorial Day weekend. It's also Lars' birthday weekend.
Yeah, it's the weekend before my birthday. My birthday's next Tuesday. So I can go see you next Tuesday, mate.
See you next Tuesday, but it's going to be a raucous weekend for you.
Yeah, I have some tricks up my sleeve.
We have some tricks coming.
Let's do a little cult member shout out. Claire Walker.
Lady
Swamp Witch gives no fucks.
Lady Swamp Witch gives no fucks.
Jacqueline. Kelly Hafner. Mary. Maisie McKierney. Mike Earhart.
A lot of Irish.
I know. Really strong Irish contingency. Courtney Kesselman. Carrie Whitmer.
Trench
Gould.
Trench.
Mariah Kay.
K. Mariah.
Rochelle Martino.
Rochelle Martino.
Hillary. Alicia Gandhi.
Alicia Gandhi.
Nick Sidiris.
Always Sidiris Nick.
Emily.
Emily. Emily in Paris.
Emily in Paris. Heather Keltime.
Heather.
Kim Lucas.
Kim.
Catherine Ryder.
Wow, our list is growing.
I know it's growing.
Catherine
I'm going to have
Ryder.
to cut it off eventually.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say a lot of names.
Catherine Ryder.
And Jeffrey Pratama.
Pradama. Always Pradama.
We
Closing
have
out.
20 cult members.
Guys, thank you
That's
so
a great sized cult. That's a cult.
That's a cult.
We got ourselves a cult.
That's like a community. Cult. All you need is one person in a cult.
I know, and now I got 20.
With Sandoval, Schwartz, and Raquel are a cult.
They are.
Guys, love and light. Yeah, tickets are on sale for our
Live shows.
live
get those.
shows.
And
LA, Chicago, and
you know what? That's a wrap. Bye.